Hey friends, it is January 5th. I am coming to you live from Odessa, Ukraine. I am in the Kompot French bakery, and have a listen. You can hear some Christmas music playing. Ah, not so loud, just I am. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Okay, the reason that you're hearing Christmas music on January 5th is that Christmas in Ukraine is January 7th. They celebrate a big New Year's, then they pop it out January 7th for 12 days of Christmas, so they give a gift for every day, 12 days. They give them all on the 7th because they're busy people. So that's the deal. I am in Ukraine now. I've been here since late October 20th. And I haven't really done a very good job of letting people know what I've been doing because I totally fell in a black hole here with just being caught up in being here and the work of doing the film. As you know, I came to make a film about the international romance business, men coming to Eastern Europe, particularly to Ukraine, to meet someone. And let's say hi to my waiter here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He's the best waiter in the world. Kompot French bakery. So I'm the crazy person that they just put up with and hopefully overcharge. And that has been an absolutely amazing journey, finding out what we found out in the film. We came because the question we had was, is it real? Is it possible? Is it a big scam? Is it a ripoff? Is it worse? And it's all the above. And there really actually is truth inside of all this, but it's a giant internet scam in many, many ways by the biggest and loudest, most advertisingist, profitablest companies. And I worked with Sean Mathis, my partner, in a project to release this film. Actually, we're going to do something very unique, and I'll be talking about the way we're marketing or monetizing all the footage that we shot here in Ukraine. And so been here since October 20th and stayed 6 weeks in Poltava, a small town in the northeastern part of the state, just a stone's throw from Russia, and Ukraine, an old Soviet Union country that is now independent 20 years ago, but apparently they didn't really get the memo about the whole how to run an independent country thing, and it has just resulted in being crazy deregulation. So there's just tons of corruption here, there's tons of illegal activity, there's tons of it's nobody's fault. For instance, one of the things you see in the buildings here is that nobody really is responsible for the outside of buildings. So the paint's peeling, these things, they look dilapidated. Sometimes you go up to someone's apartment and the building, I swear to God, looks like it should be condemned. Like there's no way I'm walking into that building. And so you walk in the hallways even worse. Light bulbs are busted out, it's filthy, it's dirty, stink, oh, it's horrible. And then you go out, walk up a couple flights of stairs and there's this amazing, super high-end, expensive security door. Go through the door and you're in a beautiful apartment. I mean, some of these luxurious, nice, beautiful apartments, views, super cool. They do an amazing job here with tile and really the insides of a lot of these places I've been staying in. There's funky places to be sure, but anyway, remarkable people who live here. Run into several expats, expatriate Americans, and mostly people from other countries, a lot from Europe, the UK, Dutch, Holland, those are the same place, right? Dutch, Holland, Sweden, Italy, all over the UK and Europe. But anyway, people living here. Very interesting why people come here. There's a pretty significant shift in the currency exchange rate, but friends, I gotta tell you, this is a tough country. This is a tough place. People really, really struggle here. For instance, college professors average between $200 and $250 per month in income. Yeah, I'm serious. And things cost what they cost internationally, cars, computers, that sort of thing. And while many of the other products are relatively affordable, super cheap, some food and groceries and stuff, beer, wine, Coca-Cola, stuff like that, very inexpensive, but stuff costs what it costs. And so no one really operates on a single job. Very few people have one job. They call it first paycheck. It's like your job. And these jobs grew out of the structure of the old Soviet Union, where everybody had to each to his own ability and each to his own need, which was a horrible idea and it didn't work, because the minute you get your needs met, I wept because I had no VCR till I met a man with no TV. You always want more, no opportunity for growth. Men here struggle with depression, anxiety, and smoke and drink. Alcoholism is off the chart. and largely because there's just no opportunity. There's nothing you can do to change your station except to step out of the employment world, start some kind of business, and starting a business here, incredibly difficult. I thought that when you came here, you'd be able to start a business easily because of the super educated human resource here. In other words, everybody here has a college education. Very few people here do not have extensive secondary education. When you meet someone, they say, well, what did you study in school? Well, they had 4 years of financial, and they're working in a bank as a bank teller, but they've studied extensively all realms of finance and mortgage and lending and everything like that. Engineers, computer technology people, run into some brilliant people. However, in this system, you get out of school and what you were trained for, you get a job at, and that's it. And you never get a raise, income never goes up, prices don't go up, there's no inflation here at all. And other than the introduction of American and products from abroad, which, by the way, speaking of corruption, Apple is somehow getting screwed big time here because an iPhone that would probably cost, I don't know, $300–400 is $1,000 here. And Apple computers, off the chart expensive. No place to get them fixed, worked on. I believe that's because somebody somewhere's got to deal with Samsung and Hitachi and some of these other manufacturers of phones and things. So those are here super cheap, but Apple stuff is super mega expensive, which means, of course, the hottest, best technology in the world right now, the trend-setting stuff, is only available to people with quite a bit of money. I mean, in a country where you make $250 a month, you're going to buy a $1,000 cell phone. So what we see is this diverse range of people who have some money and folks who have no money, and then everybody pushing everybody. So in the middle of that, you come here and you're a tourist, and it's fun, it's interesting. Very few people speak English, not much English at all. But so what am I doing? That's my little essay on Ukraine. What am I doing? I am having bad posture. What I'm doing is I'm here for another 2 weeks, and on the 19th I have a flight back to Denver, Colorado. I miss my dog. I miss Little Dog. Little. So I'm flying home to get my dog. I've got to finish up some of the medical treatment and stuff that I was in the process of doing. I really wasn't ready to leave after my serious cancer. The big scar that almost killed me, and surgery there, and there's sunlight coming in here. And that's it. I'm going to go back to Colorado and hang out with some friends of mine there and do some stuff I got to do. Oh, by the way, this is fairly humorous. I dropped my iPhone in the toilet, so now it constantly displays this message. Like whenever you turn it on, it displays a message. It's basically that this is not a charging device. So just in case you're wondering, the toilet is not a charging device. I mean, like 1 second, like with my cat-like reflexes, I jumped in there, yanked the thing out of the toilet, and it survived, but it's like mildly retarded now. It like misses out some stuff and runs the battery down. But my baby got it jailbroken, so I could use it here on this system. Probably won't be worth anything when I get back to Denver. So I want to thank you very much for continuing to read my stuff. I've got a lot of cool things coming out real soon, but I just wanted to touch base with you to let you know a little bit of what I was up to here. And I'm coming home. Don't know if I'm going to stay. I like some of what I see here in Eastern Europe, and my thought is either to come back here and spend some time with my friend Sean in Odessa, or actually really wanting to check out the Czech Republic, to go to Prague and to Budapest, where I have another friend, Peter, who is a guitar player there, and have a little rock band. So I'm not done with Europe, but I'm having a great time and I'm okay. Was sick for 2 weeks. You can't get medicine here, the medicine thing. I'll do another video completely on drugs. I won't be on drugs, but you know what I mean. Bye.